Hello! I am going to be streaming an exhibition match. Let me just get everything set up and let Vera and Ruben find this. It's been a while since I streamed. Yup. Hello, Lulgert. How are things? Da, 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 da. Oh, thank you, Vera. Well, that's nice. So everything is finally set up, so let me get right to it. So Vera and Ruben wanted to do a tournament-style match against themselves because there's been some debate about whether low-tech is at all competitive versus mid-tech or high-tech. So Vera threw together a low-tech fleet, kind of designed against mid-tech, and Ruben threw together a mid-tech fleet. So the rules are 200 DP per side. I don't think there are any fighter or ship limits. And I think they're playing with omens increased by 1. So I decided that since I was kind of... Hi, Alex! Since I was bugging Vera to do... Hey, Lexilis! Yeah, I'm glad to be streaming too. I should get back to it. Hey, Kissamies! How you doing? So I was jokingly bugging Vera to do SO Moras because I love them even though they're not that great. So I decided to throw together a really spammy Mora fleet. So this is going to be a 3 matches. Ruben versus Vera. Me, I didn't change the name so it says Ian. But me and my spammy Moras versus Midtech. And then spammy Moras versus low-tech. So those are the 3 matches that we're going to do today. Okay, so let's go over variants. This should be fun. Okay, so this is Ruben's fleet, here for a good time. And wait a second, I got a description for this. Let me find the description. I have to page out of the game. So the description for this is just I'm sorry. Okay, well, that's it. That's the description. I'm sorry. So let's take a look at the fleet again. So we have, it's Midtech. It's Midtech. What are you expecting? We have SO Hammerheads. Let's see. So the SO Hammerheads have assault chain gun and heavy machine gun, dual Reapers, light machine guns, and Vulcans. So reasonably high on the kinetic DPS, and actually rather high anti-missile for a Hammerhead. Vera says, "Are the Reapers linked?" Yes, the Reapers are linked, but they are not weapon group linked. But they are going to fire in a single 8k HE salvo, which is disgusting, and I love it. For capacitors, they're maxed out. Vents are not maxed out, but it's enough. They can cover their weapon flux, so this just looks like a really solid variant to me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Then we have some SO Centurions. Centurions are great. We got that Reaper again, and 2 light dual machine guns for kinetic, a single light assault gun, so this one doesn't have the constant HE of the Hammerheads, but it has the Reaper, and it has an AM Blaster. So AM Blaster, it's fairly low DPS for its OP cost. It's 137 DPS for 9 OP, which is kind of but that 1500 damage shot is great for piercing armor and overloading. We got a token Vulcan on the back for missile defense, all in on capacitors, which with a damper field chip is pretty darn good. So I love Centurions. They are quite powerful for 4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Oh, I forget. The other rule of this tournament was 20 ships max. This is legal? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ah, okay. So Ruben went right up against the 20 ship limit, which is why the 20 ship limit is there. And it looks like the final ship, the final variant is Thunders. Thunder Heron. I wanted Kopesh's fast carrier. Not a long time frigate. Here for a good time destroyer. Anyway, back to the herons. We got okay, burst PDs. So actually a pretty big investment in point defense. Expanded deck crew, harpoons. No expanded missiles, but I think that's not the purpose of this ship. The purpose is opportunistic strikes rather than opportunistic strikes rather than saturation. So you don't necessarily need the expanded racks. A whole bunch of capacitors for surviving, and of course 3 Thunders that'll get their DPS boosted a little bit by targeting feed. Thunders' main weakness is DPS, so we'll see if targeting feed can do that, or can fix that a bit. Okay, so we have 4 Hammerheads, 10 Centurions, and 6 Herons. And versus them on Vera's side, interesting, we have an Onslaught. We don't normally see that many well, we do see them, but... So this is an Onslaught with a Storm Needler. That's a lot of DPS if you can get close. Couple Hyper HVDs, standard missiles, Annihilators, a ring of dual flak, nothing in the smalls, some flaks in the back. Let's see, heavy armor, ITU, resistant flux conduit, and automated repair unit. This might be very resistant to the Thunders with RFC and ARU. That might do it. We'll see. We have some... Oh, interesting. These are Ventures, which I'm not a fan of, but hey, what else? Ion Beam. Okay. With missiles and some Vulcans. And a lot of flux dissipation. Like, way too much flux dissipation. And so, so heavy armor, so I'm guessing that they're meant to just, like, stick around a long time. Yeah, Vera is saying oops in chat. Oh, wow, and the text delay is really high right now. Whoa. Vera wants me to swap those to caps. Really? Is that kosher? Am I allowed to do that? Ruben, are you watching? Am I allowed? This is a fun match. Am I allowed to swap those over to vents to caps because Vera is asking me to? let me ask in the Discord. And don't anyone say professionalism. Okay, Ruben says do it. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I was like, why do you have that much capacity and no weapons? Okay, so these are Ventures. They have some Sabos in the smalls. They got some Harpoons in the medium. They actually do have really good long-range ion, because they are cruisers, and they have really high armor. They should stick around a while at least. So here we are. We're editing fleets on the fly. I'm gonna have to do that in my matches against Vera as well. Let's see. Okay, then we have some bowling balls. We have some SO Enforcers with dual flak on the front for DPS and missile defense. A pair of these overpowered assault chain guns, and 2 HMGs. So we got a lot of kinetic, a lot of HE, some frag. I mean, it's a good... personally, I think Enforcers are weak. Like, I just think Enforcers are weak because of the 1.2 shield, but that's me. But it's got Sabos. It's got a whole lot of Sabos. Let me look at the weapon groups. The Sabos are weird. Oh no, they're not weird. They're very clever. They are in double linked groups. So these two will fire linked, these two will fire linked. Okay, that's legit. That's a thing. So Lightning JC says at Thago 750 armor. Yeah, but 750 armor isn't that great. Like, It's good against low caliber weapons, but it's like any medium HE or medium energy that's anti-armor is just gonna cut right through it. But they do have some toughness. I'll give them that. Let's see. So how many enforcers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 enforcers. Cool. So we have 1 onslaught, 4 ventures, and 11 enforcers. So this side is at 16 ships, not at the ship limit. Okay, let's play the mission. I think that's everything, right? Let's see. So AI is doing some orders. This fleet is going to need to be player side just because of the variant changes. Bowling balls rushing forward. On the other side, tanky little frigates. They can really take some punishment with Damperfield. The murder destroyers and then the lockdown carriers. The Thunders have seen a target and they're deploying. And the bowling ball is engaging. Oh, we got an early overload with the Sabos, but an SO frigate is absolutely fast enough to just duck out of the way. That Enforcer is not having a good time. The Reapers haven't actually even... Oh, no, there they are. That was a... Oh, it actually survived the Reapers. It got its shields up in time to tank the Reapers and just overload. But, yeah, those dual-linked Reapers are really good. Yeah, these Enforcers are not doing well. They're not really getting a chance to firing off their Sabos before they're instantly overloaded. I hate that 1.2 efficiency shield. It's just like, ugh. Okay, so this is, we have an overload over here. We have an overload, and we have some harpoons getting fired, but the harpoons are not really fast enough to catch SO ships without a booster. The Onslaught is starting to engage a little bit, but the Ventures are kind of in the way, so even though it probably has range... Oh, here's another overload. And some harpoons hit. That's some damage. Let's see. Things have kind of calmed down a little bit from the initial blast, but Vera's at 86% and Ruben hasn't lost a ship yet. Ruben has gotten a little lucky in that it has had several overloads, but no deaths. Okay, so now the Onslaught is properly engaged. So here comes that opportunistic harpoon fire from the Herons, and it got the kill. I think that's what it's there for. Gets the kill. Low Tech is not doing well. Not doing well at all, Brian. There's damage. There's quite a bit of damage. But the high speed of the SO really has stopped the follow-up harpoons from doing much. Let's see, down here we have one of these bowling balls that's taking on 3 Centurions. Overloads the Reaper, but probably not much follow-up because it looks like all these Centurions are out of Reapers. So it's probably going to survive that. So you can see whenever the Centurion gets pressed, well, not that case, but it's just faster. So Enforcers are slow. Even SO Enforcers are just slower than SO Hammerheads. Is Veyra going to get shamed, or are these Enforcers going to be able to take down a single frigate? I am not... Yes! Yes, the Enforcers were capable of taking down a single frigate. There we go, no shame. There goes another Venture. And the Onslaught is doing like okay, I guess? It doesn't really have much sideways firepower. But it does have that Storm Needler, and that Storm Needler should be able to flux up the Hammerheads really quickly. I think the issue is that the Hammerheads actually do have a deep flux pool. They're fast enough to duck in and out, and with all the Thunders disabling things, there's not really any HE damage. So I was kind of pooping on 750 armor earlier. I was saying, 750 armor sucks. But against a Storm Needler, 500 armor is actually pretty good. Storm Leaders have pretty low penetration, so that Onslaught just gets swarmed and killed without getting a single kill or really even doing any damage. Yep. I think this is going to be... It looks like Ruben's at 93%, so something else died. Maybe another Centurion. Yeah, so 2 Centurions went down. A very crushing victory for Midtech and Ruben. Now, we did agree to best of ones, so y'all can... I'll post the fleets afterwards. You can all do post-mortems if you want. Okay, so let me just... I threw this together pretty quickly because I wanted in on this so we could have more than one match, and because I love Moras. I tried doing SO Moras, but I wasn't able to actually get them to work very well. The SO Moras were just kind of meh. It took so much OP. So instead, I decided to build a Talon and Missile Spam Semi-Brawler Mora. I like this variant. It's kind of stupid, but I like it. So it's got three Talons, and I've got 10 of these guys. So I'm gonna have 30 Talons, which is a pretty good number when you don't care about crew losses. And it's got the Harpoon pods with Expanded Missile Rack and ECCM. It's got some railguns and some light machine guns for kinetic. I'm hoping that the blast of these and the Talons give me enough HE. And I threw on an automated repair unit because I'm fighting Midtech. I mean, I had to. There's going to be something fucky with Thunders. And just FYI, I linked everything because I wanted the Harpoons to fire. And that's it. That's the whole thing. They got damper field. This is my fleet. I hope it does okay. I haven't tested it. All right. So let's just run it. It should be fun to watch the... I really wonder whether the Harpoon spam will be able to do anything. Because, like, I figure if it can kill some stuff, maybe this stupid spam fleet would work. And I'm going to run this against Rubens afterwards, too. Okay. So the Moras are slow and really tanky. We'll see if they can withstand the SO Horde, I guess. Let's have fun. Should be a lot of missiles coming out. Missiles coming out right about... Missiles? Where are my missiles? Also, I'm at 10 frames per second, so I'm just going to kind of zoom in a little bit over here. So all those missiles were wasted. Oh god, look at that Reaper. So far I've got a Mora overloaded. I haven't really done anything. Oh, no. I killed one Centurion. Going good, going good. I feel like, I think this Mora is about to pop. Let's see, there's a whole bunch of... Hey, I got another one. That's good. So I think the instant my fleet runs out of Harpoons, it's gonna die. I think that's just how this is gonna work. But if it can get enough kills before then, maybe it'll be okay. Okay, so there's the overload, but probably no follow-up in the area. How are things going over here? That Mora is about to die. That Mora has like no health left. I wonder how these Talons are actually doing. There's certainly a lot of them. Let's see. This one's at 92% replacement rate. This is at 80. Let me just see what's happening on the global scale. I don't know. I kind of got spread out a bit, but the Harpoon spam is kind of doing its job in getting some kills. I haven't actually lost any Moras yet, although this one is literally 0 health. These Thunders will probably finish it off pretty quick. Yeah, there it goes. So that Mora's down. This one's overloaded. It's about to get harpooned and also die. So I'm about to lose 2 Moras really quick. There it goes. Mora down. Death Explosion actually hurt my Mora a bunch. So by percentages, this is actually pretty close. It's 80% of my fleet left, 82% of Ruben's fleet left. I think I'm out of missiles. I think I'm out of missiles and I'm about to collapse real hard. Well, there's some missiles there. So this SO Hammerhead is really just bullying the crap out of my Mora. Yeah, if the Talons ganged up on it, they might get it. I mean, this is 40 DP of ships right here. You'd hope it could fight off one SO Hammerhead. That's doing okay, actually, kinda, sorta. If it can just survive, the Talons will get the kill. So Talons are doing okay. Let's see, what's going on up here? Kinda same story. Moras are getting overwhelmed. They didn't get as many kills as I'd hoped for. Not my cabbages! There's another Mora down. Yeah, this is going about how I thought. Once the missile spam stopped... Oh, that's a kill. Talons and Railguns got a kill on the Centurion. We're actually exactly tied, 70 on 70. That's interesting. Not my cabbages. So this Mora's probably going to go down to this Hammerhead. It's got its shield in the wrong direction, but it looks like its rear armor is pretty solid. So maybe if it keeps its butt pointed that way, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look at that health. That Mora's about to pop. Yeah, I think the Thunder's actually got it. So let's see. How are things going? Things are going okay. I think the missiles just didn't get the job done. I think this is going to still be a pretty solid Ruben win. I wonder how swingy this match is. Like, if the missiles get a ton of kills, can the Talons beat the Thunders? Probably not. I think the Thunders can probably take out the Talons. How's the CR in these things going? CR 50, CR 38... kind of going down. I mean, this Mora is chasing the Heron down, but it's slow. The Herons are basically thundering with impunity. I think this match could have gone the other direction if the missiles had been better, but it's definitely a loss right now. Got some kills. I'm happy. It's fun. I get to talk about it. Nah, I said best of one. I should let best of one stand. It's interesting that the missiles actually were relatively ineffective. It looked like a lot of times they were just chasing ships, and they couldn't really get there. Yeah, I think a lot of it goes about targeting priorities. Like, we saw a lot of missiles being fired at Centurions, and the Centurions are basically faster than the Harpoons, so all those missiles were wasted. I don't know, it was a fun match. I might speed things up, as I think this is just cleanup at this point. Yeah, there are 2 Moras left. Cool. So the last thing I'll do is the low-tech versus the Moras. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so I'm actually watching the Discord right now a little bit. I don't do the tournament, the fleet tester mod is kind of out of date at this point. So I don't know how well the fleet tester mod would do. So if anyone else wants to see if anyone else wants to do exhibition matches, like, it's not hard for me to just like run them really quick, as long as the fleets don't require editing. Okay, so there we go. The Moras did a little okay, and you can see that like they almost got through the SO swarm, but they didn't manage it, and then they died. Alright, last fight. I think these need to be on player side because they got the caps. So let's see how the low-tech versus stupid Moras do. Oh god, was I doing this whole match in Twitchy cam mode? You can tell I haven't streamed in a long time. Do, 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 do. So now that onslaught might be a lot better because Mora's can't really run away from onslaughts. Like if the onslaught burn drives in and starts laying about with its missiles. And there's the Talon Swarm. Hello, Talon Swarm. What are the Talon Swarms going to do this Enforcer? I mean, it's a single... God, look at that. It's a single Enforcer versus 30 wings of Talons. That, God, I wish those frickin' Talons did that to the last match. They could have just, like, melted a Hammerhead. I think the Centurions... Because the Centurions are so fast and tough, they confuse the targeting AI. Like, you can see that in this case, when it's just destroyers running in with no frigates to kind of distract and confuse, it's just brutal. It is absolutely brutal. It also doesn't help that the Enforcers are 30 speeds slower than the Hammerheads. Ah, but here are the counter volley. So Harpoon's coming in over there. This overload, so no damper field. Let's see, how do those Harpoons do against no damper field? It's probably going to be pretty vicious. Is it going to get a kill? It's close, but it needs to finish it. Yep, there it does. Finishes the job. A Venture takes out a Mora. That's always fun. Let's see, over here, there's that Talon Swarm, but against like high armor, Talons aren't going to do very much. Also, can I just say that I'm very impressed my computer's getting 23 frames per second right now. So both of these Moras were overloaded. This is a silly armor slugging match. So there goes the Venture. I think the Moras might pull this out. It really depends on how well this Onslaught can do now that it's here, because the Moras don't really have anti-missile point defense. Okay, so there's the overload. You can see the target leading on the rockets is just good enough. And there it goes. So those Annihilator rockets actually take down Moras pretty darn fast once they overload. I wonder, is there expanded racks on this Onslaught or not? I don't know. So I think the Moras are out of missiles. Oh, no, there's some more missiles. There they go. So I think here we see this Onslaught actually doing the job it was designed to do, which is hunting down kind of slow ships. Although it keeps swapping its fire back and forth instead of just concentrating. If it just concentrated its fire on one, it could get a kill pretty darn fast. There's the overload, so no damper field. And pop. There it goes. People are pinging me. Why are people pinging me? It's SCC. I can tell that SCC is pinging me because his icon is the exact same shade as the Discord Dark theme. Thanks, SCC. You should tell me who you want that fleet to fight. Or if you're... Because I forget what match that is. Okay, back to this. I think the Ventures might take down... Or the Moras might take down this Venture. I mean, it's just a lot of freaking talents. You can see them slowly chipping away. Oh, here we have the Battle of the Walruses. Mora has managed to flank the Onslaught, and it's firing railguns into Onslaught armor. It'll get the job done eventually. Let's see. X2 Wolf says, more armchair commentary than Edge of Your Seat caster. Probably very appropriate caster for more proof of concept testing other than needs analysis. I'm also just feeling kind of relaxed right now. Like, this isn't a high stakes match. This is just kind of like, you know, Vera and Ruben having some fun. But yes, I am doing pretty low energy right now. Low energy casting. That's me. So we have a lot of armor on this onslaught. I think is this just gonna talon this onslaught to death? What else has we got? God, it might talon the onslaught to death. That would be kind of a sad ending. Da, 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 da. I love Nemo's voice. I like British accents a lot. Also, Nemo's just great. So I think that, speaking of analysis, I'll do some more analysis. I think the difference between this match and the last one was that the frigates. So the Centurions in the Mora versus Midtech, the Centurions are fast enough and tough enough that they just pulled out those harpoons over and over and over again. Whereas in this match, the Enforcers ran headlong into the harpoon cloud. And even though the Enforcers have pretty good point defense, they didn't have the distraction, and it got enough kills. Okay, I think this is going to take a long time because it's kinetic damage versus a heavy armor onslaught, but I don't really think the onslaught is doing meaningful damage in return either. And it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 100 DP worth of Moras versus a single onslaught, so cool. Let's see, 76 acts. Is it possible to get the free camera part of your tournament mod for use in gameplay? It might be. You know, it should be within every frame, like not in every frame, with a plugin that activates it at the beginning of combat. I think the thing to remember about it though is that the camera doesn't actually respect fog of war. Like, you can see that there's fog of war all over here, and I can see right through it. Like, if there are ships over there, I could see it. So, you know, you should just be aware that if you're using it in-game, you're going to be able to see things you shouldn't be able to see. Yes, Thago, that's X2 Wolf says, so you're saying, Thago, that mixed fleet doctrine and using frigates can be very useful in AI battles to distract AI DPS. Yes, absolutely. That's something that we consistently saw in the tournament, was that having tough frigates, Omens, I mean, Omens are just freaking fantastic. Omens, Centurions, even some reckless monitors. Monitors need to be reckless. Distraction frigates are quite possible. Not possible. I'm reading other things. Distraction frigates that are tough and fast are very, very valuable. Yeah, fighters do it too, Esther Piano was saying. Yeah, fighters do it. Let's see. What is the Void telling me? Okay, so SCC just gave me a fast, great houses fleet. SCC, ping me back with what mod. Is that Talon? I can enable. SCC just sent me a fleet, so I'm just gonna pause this real quick and get SCC's stuff all loaded up, and we'll have another match. I'll throw it against Midtech because Midtech won. So let's see. Okay, so this is just gonna take me a little bit. I gotta download the files and throw them. Oh, hey, SCC, send me the variants. I don't have variants for great houses. Ooh, that's a cat. Hello, cat. Okay. Sure, yeah, prisoner. Send in an II fleet. We're doing live tournament, folks. Live tournament. Let me open up my. Let me just open up my PvP matches in a text editor. Whee! Cat! Okay, so I was gonna do Midtech versus the Great Houses fleet. And SEC, you need to send me your variants. They're typing. I think they're sending variants. Yeah, 200 DP. 200 DP, 20 ship max. So you can't do too much of a frigate spam. Oh my god, so many variants. And I'm gonna need to restart the game, so we're gonna lose our pretty graphics. Okay. One. I hope my talent is up to date. I've been a little bad at keeping things up to date. One, two, three. Okay, cool. So there we go. And oh god, now Vera's sending me more fleets. Ah! Okay, I need to kill. Oh, I'm just gonna leave this up for a sec. I'm gonna re-download Talon just in case. These are all the things we normally do in the background that you get to see live. Live Starsector. Editing mods. Downloading files. And I'll try to do my best. I'll try to do my best exciting cast for this one. That should be fun for me to try to like stretch my dramatic performance abilities by doing an exciting Surge style shoutcast. Okay. Okay, Talon is copying in. Nia has texted me. Ah, Nian's giving me the latest dev build. We get a dev build, folks. All right, never mind. I just finished getting Talon in, and I need to do it again because I didn't check my messages soon enough. Okay. Here is the dev build 3.10D. I am unzipping it. This is fascinating. Crazy. All right. And Vera sent me also new files. Okay. All right, I can do this. I can get all of this working, and I'll swear it'll work, and it won't crash instantly. There's the mod. Starsector Live. Crazy. Downloading player2.csv. All right. Downloading variants. By the way, I'm not actually watching if anyone's typing anything, so. All right. Okay. I think that is everything. I'm going to restart Starsector with Talon Shipworks enabled. Okay, there it goes. Okay, and I need to just... All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go back so I can actually see what people are typing. Okay. I think it loaded. This is a great sign. This is a great sign. Everything loaded. There's even a ship in the background for Talon. Okay. I see an SCC with 190. I see Rubens. We shall retake Jerusalem. Fun. Is that a dog whistle for something? Probably not. I hope not. More people keep sending me files. I'm running these fleets and then I'll do them. Hey Neptix, how's it going? Okay. Alright, so I just threw this Great Houses fleet against Ruben. We can throw it against something else too. Cool. Okay, so let me change my dramatic my dramatic reading style to excited! We're gonna look at some fleets! We're gonna look at some ships! Here we have the Liberator battleship, a Vendetta Great Houses class. See its oval goodness. On the front we have a Locust, then we have some Strix kinetic drivers for extreme kinetic DPS. We have ITU and ECCM max vents, 1 capacitor. We've got a whole bunch of Volkite batteries for point defense. We have some Ronka blast cannons for that HE crush. Then we I can't do it. Okay, I can keep doing it. Then we have the Crusader Advanced Cruiser Castigator Great Housing with its base built-in unstable TPCs. More Volkites, more Super Rail Cannons, HVDs, ITU, and integrated repair unit. With its advanced ballistic infrared and Casadari engineering, this ship is gonna be rad. With an errant drive to increase the time flow. So time flow is the going back down. Great Houses has time flow as its like signature system. And then back to the Squire Destroyer, an Enforces Great House class. So we're gonna see Volkite batteries, twin-linked railguns, and Porphyrion blaster cannons with auxiliary thrusters, so it won't be such a pig. Now, this thing has got the time accelerator to replace the shit burn drive. However, it is a 12 DP ship. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then some kite-like weird drone frigate spirit things. And up against them is the same Midtech that we saw before. God, that is rough on the throat. How the hell does Surge do that? Okay. Let's do it. Talon Shipworks! Talon Shipworks coming in from the south. You can see them slowly moving forward. The kite-like drone things are darting around randomly because the AI is controlling them. We have our first collision. We have this burning forward. And from the north, the undefeated, the champion, Midtech from Ruben! With, like, 10 fucking Centurions coming down from the front. Oh, but they're taking fire! Centurions are taking fire! See those missiles and those high-tech Great Houses, low-tech cannons with the trails. So many beautiful trails. Look at those missiles swarming around, not really doing anything. And just like last time, the Centurions darted in and then darted out again, drawing fire. Thunders are swarming. You can see them absolutely shutting down this Enforcer. God, this is like so hard on the voice. I'm just not used to this. On this side, we have double Reaper barrage is stopped by point defense. The Hammerhead is forced back. Meanwhile, this capital ship is not doing well. And Enforcer Great House is down! It's down on the left-hand flank. This Castigator zips backward, trying with all its might to take down a frigate. Missiles are flying. Missiles are still flying. This ship is locked down, getting killed by, I don't know, stuff. Assault chain guns. Reaper taken on the shield, doesn't do any damage, but the Thunders are successfully locking this Great Houses fleet down. Okay. On a larger scale, this Castigator is kind of running away from the frigate storm. I wonder if it's a little intimidated by the sheer mass. Oh yeah, the Vendetta goes down. I think this is only going one way. To be perfectly honest, I think this Midtech fleet is just too nasty. I mean, Hammerheads are definitely overtuned. Centurions are overtuned. Got a lot of Ion backing it up. I think this is going to end pretty quick. Okay. Let's just watch some fireworks. I'm going to stop talking for like a little bit. Thunders are also overtuned. But like this is the point, right? This is competitive. This is like, can low tech and other things beat Midtech? If Midtech's really freaking good. Like, really freaking good. Okay. Okay, let's see. Neptic says they want to fight the Great Houses fleet. Okay, so Neptix, what mod are you using? Because I'm kind of like let's see. Neptix versus Great Houses, and Great Houses was something, I don't know, like Fleet 2, I think. Neptix is using II, so I gotta turn on my II, but that's okay. Who else has been pinging me? Aster Piano pinged me with Shadow Yards. Thank you for putting it in a name. So Aster is using Shadow Yards. Aster, who do you want to fight? Give me a pin with who you want to fight. Oops, sorry. I've been doing a preemptive. Oh, that is it. So that was Great Houses versus Midline. That was, this Midline fleet is just a little too strong. Let me throw. All right, I think we're gonna do. I have another. This is. This is Vera. They threw me a new fleet. It's only got 184 DP because, like, I don't know, something. Oh no, that's because Drovers had their shit jacked up in price for this one. So Vera threw me a new fleet, and they said, "Fine, Midtech is just better." Cool. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this Midtech versus the Great Houses, and then we're gonna do the Midtech versus Midtech, and see if Vera's like 5-minute thrown together fleet what it does. So, oh, this is hammerheads that aren't SO. Vera, what you doing? Breaking the meta. So I actually really do like these. Mods? Where were we going? We don't need mod. Vera, this is my ship. You stealer. Oh yeah, they're telling me in Twitch. Actually, you told me you were gonna do this. So Vera and I were teamed up in T6 or T5 or something, and I like these. So this is expanded missile racks on Reapers. Yeah, this is my variant. I love this variant. It's kind of a middle of the road fight everything variant. The SO hammerheads are probably gonna crush it to paste. We'll see. But it's got heavy mortars and railguns and Vulcans, ITU, expanded missile racks, enough vents as much as I could fit, and a whole bunch of caps. I remember I built this variant to fight like remnants and pirates. It's drones and pirates. So this was for a PPVEE. So we got a whole bunch of mods. Where are we going? We don't need mods. Destroyers. Let's see, how many of them are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the hammerheads, and then deciding to go drovers instead of herons for thunders, expanded missile racks, ECCM, hardened subsystems, whole bunch of harpoons, and just like a whole crap ton of thunders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 17 ships. Yeah, sure. Let's see how that does against the Great Houses. Oh, let me just do a reset because I've been looking at variants a lot. Okay, cool. And I gotta turn off of awful Twitch cam mode. I use the Twitch cam mode when I'm like doing testing, so I get into the habit. Okay. Da-da-da. Is anyone else begging me on Discord to be like, do this fight? Nope. So I'll have to do another. I'll have to do another reload after this to get the next fights up. So here it is thunder on thunder. Let's see how many herons are there then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 6 herons on 7 Moras, which means that the herons should have a bit of an advantage here. So this is the SO versus non-SO. Oh god, the SO is just tearing it apart. I mean, those dual-linked Reapers, and there's the other Reaper. If this hammerhead goes down and fights, it might. No, probably not. It's just like SO hammerheads are so good, so good. I mean, these ones are, your kind of generic brawling hammerheads, as opposed to ultra murder boat of doom SO hammerheads. Oh right, I was gonna do like competition style. Red team is pushing down from the north, brutally murder killing all ships from the other side. The Centurions are kiting. No, but seriously, take a look at this though. This Centurion did die, but look how many freaking harpoons it drew off. And those are harpoons that are not going to killing the SO hammerheads. Da 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 da. So it looks like so far only that one Centurion has died. I think the SO the SO Hammerheads and Centurions are really freaking strong and are much stronger than these non-SO Hammerheads. The Herons are just sitting in the back, burning all before them. So these Hammerheads are dying before they even have a chance to fire off their Reapers. That's how dominant SO Hammerheads are over regular Hammerheads. It's just disgusting. Hey, Lightning JC, I saw you just sent me a stupid exhibition zip. Could you tell me what mods it uses and who you want to fight? And that'll help me get this shit going. Oh, you tweeted Alex. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't announce this. We're doing Starsector Tournament live. Rawr. Okay. Okay, Lightning JC is doing literally all vanilla. Cool. I'm gonna have Lightning JC fight Aster because Neptix requested to fight the Great Houses, and Aster didn't really care. I don't think. Let me look. What did Aster say? Well, Aster said say hey about Great Houses, but we've seen a lot of Great Houses. Let's see, SAC says, you have to excuse me as I'm already out of my tournament mind step with Fighter and Swarm and SO Spam cast out. Yeah, no, tournament is all fucky. Like, you make what you think is a pretty balanced fleet, and like, yeah, this is a pretty good fleet. And then someone rolls up with these stupid SO Hammerheads and Centurions and shit. Okay, so that is the fight. Got some kills. You know, I mean, sure. Ruben makes crazy good fleets. Ruben is the champion of our impromptu thing. I think that's those three. So I'm gonna download more files. Okay, I need Aster's. Yep, let's get Aster's stuff into CSV editing live. Let's see. Gonna drag Aster's variants in. There we go. And thanks to everyone, by the way. You've been all like you've been like using like lots of different numbers for your data in fleet files. That helps so much because it means I don't have to edit files. Let's see. Aster is fleet 111. And they wanted to fight Lightning JC, so let me download Lightning JC's stuff. Stupid exhibition.zip. Stupid exhibition is inbound. Let's see, what fleet numbers did you use? You used fleet number 12. That's also something that's so far people aren't using, so that is just great. Pulling in variant files live. Live. Okay, so that'd be 111 versus 12, and the other match was Neptix versus the Great Houses. So let me grab Neptix. This is like Vancouver gang. Neptix impromptu .7 zip. Ah, someone's using a fancy zip. And let's see, that's player 30. That also is no one else is using player 30. That's great. And so they wanted Great Houses. Everyone wants to fight the Great Houses. So that's shoot. What was Great Houses again? Great Houses was player 1. Yeah, player 1. Cool. Okay, so I gotta restart Starsector with II and Shadow Yards turned on. Probably up to date. Boom. Okay. Oh no! No! Ah, ship weapon pack reliant. Okay, so I need I need to turn ship weapon pack on. That is fine. I tend to play with the fewest mods possible just out of like RAM habits, even though my computer now actually has plenty of RAM. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yep. Yep. Gotta turn on ship weapon pack. Okay, this should be fun. We're doing more Starsector Tournament live. Let's see. Maya on Anchor says, "Do you have colony/buildings mods to recommend?" I mean, Unknown Skies is great for more planets. There's a terraforming mod, but I've never played with it. Hey, other people in chat, answer Maya and Anger. What about buildings and colony mods? Because I haven't really played with that many of them. Okay, so let me make sure this actually loaded. Lightning JC has made a scouting fleet. Are you sure you only want 176 DP Lightning JP? Did I miss something? All right. So, oops. It looks like everything is loading. Cool. No, you missed the numbers. I'm just gonna frickin' turn on a couple more things for Lightning JC. I'm just literally just gonna go to their file and just turn some numbers on. Cause, you know. Nope, that's the wrong foot. That's the beams. The beams. Player 12.fleet. Turning on. I'm just gonna like copy one more each and like see if that's enough. One more JC meme, one more JCPD. Alright. Let's see how that goes. That's 207. That's too much. Okay. How about now? That's 201. Still too much. Professionalism. It's 182. It's not enough. Okay. I'm just gonna frickin' copy paste a little bit. Hope no one minds. It's not so much fun when the DP is so off. You know? And there we go, 200 versus 200. So we have Lightning JC gave me a Remnant fleet that does have a Guardian in it versus Aster with some Shadow Yards. And I don't think Aster, they didn't specifically know it was going to be Remnants or Derelicts, but they want, oh, Aster wants to fight the II fleet too. Sure, so we'll do also against II. I'll do that, so I'll do that last. So, but Aster has kind of by luck oh god, Hills. Oh god, Hills with advanced optics. Oh, it's terrible. It's brutal. I'm gonna let Lightning JC fight someone else too, because this is like the most unlucky matchup you can get. So we have a whole bunch of beam spam. Well, I guess the Gravitons will be mostly wasted. Like, except against the Guardians. The Gravitons might be good against the Guardians. So we have, okay, let me actually go through the variants. We have some Lobatus class with Gravitons, kiting, you know, do your thing. Siege mode. 2 of those. We got some Tartarus with Hills. That's going to be crazy. We have some more Lobatus. And some Seskis. Cool. So just a whole bunch of beams. I'm not even going to count. You can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 9 of those, 4 of those, 3 Seskis. And on the other side, we have a Guardian. So Guardians are cool. They have the advanced targeting core and the missile autoforge, and they're kind of fast. And their sprite is really neat. I really like them. And let's see, this one has a Devastator in the back. It's got a whole bunch of Flax. It's got some Mjolnirs. It's got some Locusts. It's got some Sabos, and a whole bunch of hull mods. So this really could like chew through stuff. You never know. And then we have some ramparts with the kinetic HE combo, some hammer barrages, some flax, ITU, armored weapon mounts. Oh god, I mean, they're tough. They got 11,000 hull and 1650 army, but they're running into hills. And one, two, three, four of those, and then I just kind of copy and pasted more of these things. Some PD Bastion classes, just a frick ton of Vulcans. I don't think they'll do much this fight, but you never know. Could be fun. Okay, let's continue with Starsector Tournament Live. Scouting Fleet versus Unlimited Beamworks. From the south, Guardian's leading the way, which is actually kind of cool. We have kind of an interesting fleet formation. Like, this is totally by accident, but like, yeah, you got your heavy hitters surrounded by PD with your cap ship leading the way. It's actually like it's a pretty damn good fleet deployment. And from the north, we have Unlimited Beamworks steaming down because they are now World of Warship ships, and they're using coal and they're steaming. I love these modular thrusters. I think they're so cool. I think it's really cool modding. So the entire fleet is frickin' the entire fleet. Look at those goddamn beams. All those beams are going on the Guardian, and even a Guardian just does not have the shields. But it is fast enough to kind of back off, and now the beams are dispersed. We'll see. If the Guardian like does a in-combat vent and like pushes super hard and picks things off one by one. Well, actually, yeah, this ship is totally out of position. It's completely out of position, and there's the hammer barrage. So that's actually first kill actually goes to the remnants. And there's the overload over here. Oh, holy crap. Am I going to be totally wrong? Okay, there's some bastions. Some bastions are going down. The Guardian needs to get back in it. Oh god, so now all the bastions are going down. But the Guardian is coming back forward again. The Locusts have unlimited ammo. There go the Sabos. God, the Guardian really is just a super ship. And it's being backed up you can see, just barely skirting past the side. But 2 large ballistics is a lot of firepower. So we're actually at Lightning JC 73%, Aster at 81%. This is a lot more even than you might think, given beams versus remnants. However, anywhere these hills go, the derelicts die. The derelicts just die. Yeah, Vera's correcting me. I keep saying remnants instead of derelicts. So now that it's only a few ships firing at it, this Guardian is kind of like, it's not taking any damage right now, and it is cleaning up. The unlimited missiles, unlimited Sabos is rough. And there it goes, it gets another kill. This rampart is being totally swarmed. The hills on it, it has kind of, not really, kind of pushed things back. Down here, a rampart died to the hill. They will just lose 1v1. So it's can the ramparts and the bastions distract and live long enough for the Guardian to clean up? Because you can see that this ship here, it's totally out of flux. It's going to overload soon. It has a ton of Locusts inbound, a ton of Mjolnir fire, those unlimited Sabos. If the Guardian can push its advantage and just kill ships one by one, it might have a chance, but is it the last ship left? Yes, the Guardian is now all alone. It's probably just going to get swarmed to death, but there's another kill. Another kill from the Guardian. I'm not sure if the Guardian is reckless or not. Oh, you can see that hill. You know, there is always... The tournament has shown something. It's that the AI does not value hills as a threat. And with Omni Shields, it'll prioritize other targets. In this case, it is legitimately getting flanked. But, like, if the Guardian was player-piloted, you know, you'd activate your mobility system, you'd shift this way, and you'd quickly kill this by bursting it down, and then your flanks would be secure. I mean, it's not reasonable to expect the AI to be able to do that. Oh, there's the overload. Sabo's coming in. Probably not going to be enough follow enough for a kill, but you never know. You never know. So this Guardian has been very effective. It got a whole bunch of kills, but in the end, a derelict fleet running into beam spam is no good. Just no good. And there it goes. So Aster did lose 40% of their fleet, but it was fun. It was a good match. It was actually a lot closer than I expected. In particular, these Lobatus. A lot of Lobatus went down. They died a lot. The Tartarus were the MVPs with their hills. They just crushed the enemy. Okay, that was fun. Cool. Next up, we have the II versus Great Houses. And then I'm going to do II versus Shadow Yards. But let's look at this II fleet real quick. So this is Neptix, has submitted... fuck it, we're doing it live. We're doing it live! And we have a Facagodam. It's probably Latin. I haven't taken Latin in a very long time. I have no idea what it means. But we have an Elite Caesar. Elite Caesars are always fun. It's got a ton of frickin' vents and just massive capacity. For those who don't know, Elite increases rate of fire by 25%, reduces weapon range by 20%, so it's only a modest range decrease. Flux capacity plus 50%, shield efficiency minus 33%, less overload duration, better forward top speed, worse reverse top speed, and, you know, some maneuverability and PPT stuff. I might have tried to throw ITU on here. Elite actually does work with ITU, don't tell anyone. But we got a whole bunch of Telem autocannons. Telem autocannons are long-range, high DPS, high damage per shot, so they're good versus hull and okay versus light armor. A whole bunch of those, some Soulless cannons. Soulless cannons are choice. Soulless cannons are fan-frickin-tastic weapons. And we have some Onager Mervs, and a whole bunch of Reliance, Custos, and of course the built-in Croquet Morris cannon and the built-in Shockbuster. Make me happy is apparently the translation according to people that are chatting. We've got some Namsum Pisces. Pisces? I forget how to pronounce Latin. These are kind of like combat carrier, more combat than carrier cruisers, and they have a good mobility system, so they kind of excel at staying alive. They have photon beam cannon built in, whole bunch of light neezers, and so it's light needler plus the Imperial targeting package, so they're going to have plus 300 range. I would still try to find the OP for ITU, although I really don't know where you're going to get it, because Flamen are not expensive, and... See, how much is ITU on a cruiser? ITU on a cruiser is 15? Oops. So, if you make all of these railguns, you run into weapon flux, but you save 12 DP, you might be able to have ITU. I might do that, but it's Neptix's thing. It's still going to be very long range. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I shouldn't nitpick so much. I'm nitpicking way too much. Yeah, they are tight on OP. It's like I would have to make some major sacrifices to get an ITU on this thing. Next, we have Netaquam Aero, Praetorians. I love Praetorians. More elites with the turbo feeder. So this is like, bam. Lots of kinetic firepower. They have these beautiful Souluses. So this isn't even going to be that short range. It's only minus 20% weapon penalty. So we get Arcus autocannons, which are good efficiency. 0.75 flux per damage, but low DPS. That's kind of their trade-off. We got some Arcuses, we got 2 Souluses, we got a Custos, and we have the Ion Torpedoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. So that is 7 plus 4 plus 1 is 12. So we got 12 ships. All right. Let us see how this does. Oh, no. Fatal Null. Check Starsector.log for more info. What the shit? Okay, all right. Fuck it, we're doing it live. I have opened Starsector.log. I got a null pointer exception. Ship.getPersonality. Scripts II mod plugin pick ship AI. You know what? Let me read down. Let me. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Someone said it misspelled aggressiveness. Okay, let me do a quick check of the fleet file. Okay, Starsector, AIDP. Nope, nope, wrong one. Mods, AIDP, tournament, frick, which fleet was... This is fleet 1, I think? No, fleet 30. Fleet 1? Hold on. Nope, fleet 1 is SCC. Yeah, here we go. Let's see, is reckless spelled correctly? Aha, it's not! Reckless is not spelled correctly. Yaha! One of your Sebastos had an H in it. Alright, I'm reloading Starsector. I'm closing the log file. Reloading Starsector. It was reckless. Reckless with an H instead of a K. Okay. So this is the II versus Great Houses, and I also want to do II versus Shadow Yards. Let me just change that real quick too. So that's gonna be 111 versus 30, I think. Let me just check that real quick. Yeah, so that'll be that match, but I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, there we go. Is everything working? Everything looks like it's working. Let's try that one more time. We're doing it live! So coming from the south, we have II. II's coming up. You can see those elite ones are charging forward. They have a boost to forward speed, but not reverse speed. So unlike safety overrides where you can like run really well, like we see those Centurions running, Elite does not let you run that fast. But it does boost both your firepower and your dissipation and your forward speed. Okay, here come those. Oh wow, that is like actually like super effective against that Praetorian. And those missiles are doing hell on my frames. That's weird. Why are my frames suffering this much with kind of not very many fighters? I wonder if there's like a custom missile AI somewhere around here. So here come the ion torpedoes. So you have two of these things are just swarming. The ion torpedoes get the overload. Oh, you do not want to be overloaded in front of these soulless cannons and in front of a Caesar. That is going to be an incredibly quick dead cap. But the overload took out a Praetorian. That Praetorian was undamaged, but it didn't get its shields up in time. So actually, so that was actually crazy bad luck. Good luck in getting the overload right at the beginning, but really bad luck otherwise. Okay, yeah, I wonder which mod it is that's causing that slowdown. Praetorian on this side is getting heavily punished, but another one is coming in to its rescue. On this side, more Sebastos and Praetorian kind of picking on a Great House's ship. Ion torpedo gets the impact, disables it. You can see that, you see how it's firing so quickly? That is both the Elite and the Praetorian ship system. It's a lot of kinetic firepower. That Enforcer wannabe is still an Enforcer wannabe, and therefore sucks. Up here, Sebastos is firing at these drones. That's fun. Ion torpedoes are going to continue to ion torpedo. Ship coming in, soulless cannons. You can see the soulless cannons are just doing so much work. They really are. They're expensive. They're 15 OP each, and they're not like super flux efficient either, but they're really good. They're just really good guns. Vanilla doesn't really have any high performance medium HE. It just doesn't have any. Like the Mauler is specialist long range, but it's low DPS, whereas soulless cannons are mid range, but both high DPS and penetration. Alright, so how is this going? Yeah, kind of the II fleet is kind of cleaning up here. It's kind of to be expected. We shouldn't dump on SCC. He made it really quick. Let's see. Tardiflet says heavy mortar question mark in terms of me saying there's no like high performance HE gun, and I'd say that heavy mortar is a great weapon, but it's kind of close range because it's 700 range and also low velocity. That's a second Praetorian we've seen get killed by a death explosion. Huh. And they're only, they're 220 DPS, and I think, or something like that, and they're 110 damage per shot, so they're not, like, fantastic penetration. But they are 7 OP, and more flux efficient than Solus's. Soul efficiencies, I think, are, like, 1.1 flux per damage, and also are 15 OP. So, like, heavy mortars are a great budget HE option, and they get the job done. But I feel like they're not an elite high damage gun. How are we doing? Okay, this is the last ship left. Niatal, if you want to disable the blacklist, just find the blacklist file in the tournament and delete all the entries. Because it's got some Remnant stuff in there. If you're seeing the blacklist indicator, but you're not seeing, you're not using Remnants, that means you actually have a fleet file error. The way the tournament mod is set up, it displays the same error message for either blacklist or a bad variant. That's just kind of how it does. We should make better error messages in the fleet file. This thing is surviving really well. I'm gonna speed up time here. I mean, it's not gonna win by itself. And there we go. Cool. So that was fun. That was a good fight. This II fleet is actually really strong. But let's take a look at the II fleet versus the beam spam. Let's see how that does. So this is Neptix's II fleet versus Aster's Shadow Yard fleet. And then let's do on Lightning JC. Am I missing anyone? I feel like maybe someone else sent me something, and in the confusion, I've missed someone. Let's see, Neptix. I've got Neptix's. I've got Aster's. I've got Lightning JC's. Hey, okay, I think that's it. Oops, camera. I should need to actually show the flights. Show the flights. I'm saying flight instead of fight. Here comes this mass beam spam from the south. So, oh god, that is, whew, that was effective. Like, super effective. Even with elite boost dissipation, and boosted dissipation helps versus beam spam. Like, beam spam can often lose against SO just because SO has so much dissipation, but it didn't help there. So here's a Caesar. The Caesar is beating up on these things. Those kinetics are low efficiency, but you can see every time they impact, they just do so much hull damage because their shot size is big. It's kind of like the same effect you see on HVDs and Gausses, only they're not low DPS. There goes the Harpoons. Harpoons get another kill real quick. So in terms of percentages, we have 84% for Aster and 81% for Neptix. So this is actually a pretty even match. A couple of quick kills on both sides. We saw, as before, when the beams all concentrate on one target, it is brutal and just, like, instant. But when they're kind of spread out, it's not as effective. So there goes those Onager Mervs, killing my frames, by which I mean just firing a lot. Is this going to get an overload? Oh, no, it's no overload. But to avoid the overload, it just took a huge hit. The Caesar is kind of unopposed right now. It's not enough ships firing at the Caesar. It's going to pick things off one by one, and it has been. These things... Praetorians. The Praetorians have not been doing well. They were kind of the star of the first match, and they did really well last match, but they don't have enough dissipation to stand up to beam spam. So the Praetorians are actually really getting punished, but the Sebastos and the Caesar are doing really well in this matchup. Sebastos have pretty good dissipation, and they're also pretty fast, so they can get out of trouble when they get fluxed too high. Oh, this ship has like no. This Praetorian has no hit points left. It's gonna go down to this hill. Oh, just look at his flux. Flux gauge rising. Can't take the gravitons. Hill just gets the job done. For percentages, we are at 66% for Aster, 61%, 55% for Neptix. Is this Caesar gonna be able to do it? The Caesar needs to close in. If it can close in and get the kill, that's one of the hill ships down. These Tartaruses have been consistently MVPs in this fleet. They've really shined. Labastus is not so much, to be perfectly honest. Labastus really haven't done very much. But the, yeah. Oh, there's the kill. Seski goes down. The Caesar, oh, it just needs a little bit more range. If the Caesar just had a little bit more range, it could open up. But it's just 64 speed versus not 64 speed. I think it's just going to get kited. And it has a narrow shield. As soon as this Tartarus turns, it's going to flank the Caesar, burn it to death. It's just going to burn it to death. There's nothing that Caesar can do once it's flanked. Da da da. Yeah, so like it's gonna try its best, but it's got a narrow shield. It's just not fast enough, and it doesn't have the range. Oh damn! Nice Crocia Moors shot there. It might take out this. Labatus. Labatus just kind of die, but it's also just not fast enough. It's going at 59 speed, so it is just gonna get kited by the hills to death. I don't think it's gonna last long enough to like, win by CR. And I think it's the last ship. Yeah, it's the last ship out. So this II fleet has done pretty well against Beamspan. But the Caesar got a whole bunch of kills, but it's just not fast enough. And these Tartaruses are deadly. Just absolutely deadly. And the Praetorians didn't have enough shields to withstand the graviton beams. So the graviton beams would just flux out the Praetorians, and the hill's gonna hill. You can't stop a hill from hilling. Hill is one of the best weapons in the game for anti-armor. Like, if you compare a hill to a Hephaestus autocannon, they're both 20 OP. A hill blows it out of the frickin' water. Except for dealing hard flux damage, a hill is twice as good by pretty much every metric. Yeah. Like, hills are great if you can get the shields done. Okay, so that was the II versus Shadow Yards. Let me do the II versus the let me just do this real quick. So I want to do 1-1-1 versus 1. I think that's the one that I want. Haha, see what I did there? No, 30. No. Shit. What was the number of that fleet from before? Shoot, everyone submitted so many things. I want to find the derelict fleet. That's not 111, it's not 30. Ah, it's 12. It's 12. It's fleet 12. Okay. Okay. Nope, it's not fleet 12. I lost it. No, it is fleet 12. What's going on? Here we go. Cool. So now let's do like the final combination here. Let's do the Beamworks. No, that's not the one I want. Ah! Keep screwing up. I want 30 versus 12. We're doing it live. Doing it live is like hilarious, but not that good. Error loading mission preview null. No. There we go. Okay, I don't know what happened. So let's play this the derelicts versus the II. Oh, Nia just sent me a Great House's boss fleet, so we can have the Great House's redemption arc. Okay, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a beam splam versus. I'm gonna do the Shadow Yards versus Ruben's mid-tech fleet, since Ruben is undefeated. And then we'll do. We'll load up this Great House's boss fleet. Nia, Great House's boss. Hey, Nia, tell me who you wanna fight, Nia, with the Great House's boss fleet. So these soulless cannons are gonna do work. But there's a lot of harpoons. The harpoons might actually get completely soaked. Yeah, I mean, these are PD. These are shieldless PD ships. The harpoons might all get wasted. That's interesting. A lot of the firepower of the Sebastos is in the harpoons. So if they all got killed by the flares, that'll give the derelicts a boost. Now the question is, so the Caesar is already up on the Guardian. It's not paying attention to it very much because the AI prefers to fight small ships. But... oh, Praetorian down over here. That's cool. So this is a fight. Bastion down over here. Yeah, the Bastions have a lot of firepower. With that, 2 large kinetics and a hammer barrage. Let's see. Oh, there's the overload. It got overloaded by hammer, but it's just out of range, and every weapon on this PD boat was disabled, so no real capitalization there. The Caesar's actually taken some pretty heavy damage. It just ate a full... oh, geez, the hammer barrages. Damn! The hammer barrages are absolutely crushing the Caesar. So that's 3 bastions have overloaded the Caesar. Oh, it would have died. That corpse saved the Caesar by blocking the full hammer barrage. That might just save it. That was the kill right there. But the Guardian is coming back in. Guardian's coming back in, and there's the Caesar goes down. This is actually a pretty tight fight. It's 60%, 55% of Netix's fleet left versus 58% of Lightning JC's fleet left. Cool. Ooh, that was kind of a rough burn drive. That is going to leave that Bastion flanked. The Guardian is coming in. The Guardian has to thread its shots through a whole bunch of corpses. That's kind of funny. There's just been so much death on this side. But, I mean, Guardians are really strong. And these Bastions have actually been doing really fun. Just look at this. The Caesar... we've had a lot of important clutch plays been done by corpses. The Caesar was saved by the corpse of one of these little bastions. I've been calling the bastions wrong the entire time. These are bastions. These are ramparts. So a bastion corpse saved the Caesar, and the Caesar corpse has been consistently saving this Sebastos over here. So this is still a tight fight. 50% for Netix. 54% for Lightning JC. Okay, so here comes the Guardian. The Guardian really hasn't been challenged that much. And these ramparts, while they've taken damage, they've actually done exceedingly well. The ramparts have just been really, really solid. The triple hammer barrages just pounding the Caesar over and over basically, like, really proved their worth. Netflix on Netflix. Netflix has a Netflix account. Okay, I'm done. That's enough wordplay. So I do think that a lot of the harpoons got wasted, and the bastions killed the harpoons, and that let these ramparts survive. And these ramparts surviving, they got a lot of firepower. I mean, there's the kinetic HE combo with the hammer barrages. And just nothing has threatened the Guardian. Is that it? Nope. We have one Praetorian. Oh, the Praetorian does take out the lone rampart. But oh, no, that's not a Praetorian. That's a Sebastos. Sebastos takes out a rampart. But it has a lot of tonnage. There's a lot of metal flying in its direction. There's no OP corpses to save it. There's the Guardian with its unlimited missiles. I mean, unlimited... Locusts normally last a while. So, wow, that was freaking fast. Good God. So there we have it. The II fleet actually falls to the remnants, not remnants, derelicts. These PD boats did real work, and just like that was an AI doing everything right on the side of the derelicts. They had a perfect surround on the Caesar. The Guardian just killed things one by one. That was really good. Okay, and we wanted beam spam versus something. Beam spam versus Ruben. Cool. So Ruben, you're 20,023, and beam spam was fleet 111. So we want 111 versus 2023. And I've got some more private messages. Oh, those are from Nia. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to run this fleet first. Oh, I broke something. Oh, that's... Ah! No one look at that. No one watch that. Don't look at it. First of all, Ruben, you have a bad variant in your high-tech fleet. And everyone else, don't look at Ruben's high-tech fleet. No cheating. No cheating, everyone. That one's not live yet. Although I could make it live. We'd have to fix that variant, though. Something was wrong with it. So this is, for those who might not have watched this before, this is Ruben's really strong Midtech fleet that they submitted, because they're super freaking good at designing fleets, and Midtech is broken. So it's got the SO Centurions, the SO Hammerheads, and Thunders. And this is going up against the Beam fleet. Ooh, there's that hill. But, God, the damper field. The damper field just, like, ate the hill. The armor's not even down yet. Oh, God, and there's the Linked Reapers. Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. Beams do not do well versus SO, because the dissipation on these ships is abnormally high. Oh, God. Oh, God. And there are the Reapers. Oh, God. And there's another Reaper. And there's the aim blaster. And the assault chain guns. And I mean, assault chain guns are also OP. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Hey, that's a nice Reaper shot. A very pretty death explosion. I like how the Overload and Death, they all have the custom colors for Shadow Yards. Shadow Yards is like the most beautiful, or one of the most beautiful ship sets. I really like it. Some people say they don't like the aesthetic, and I disagree. However, when it comes to fighting midline SO and Thunder Spam, yep. Oh no, I was on the flickering cam mode. Well, I'm sorry, everyone. Well, shit. So that was a total of 105 seconds. That was just brutal. So, I mean, we saw the Beam fleet did really well in a couple matches, but it doesn't really stand up against just rushing SO. Okay, Nia sent me the boss fleet, so I'm gonna need a reload. So let me get Nia's stuff downloaded. Hey Nia, are there any variants in here? Because I don't see a variant file. Or are those default variants? Okay, use standard variants. Cool. Okay. Well, I actually didn't need to reload then. But I'm gonna save that. Player 21. Cool. All right. Reloading. So Duddo, the flickering cam is, you really need it because sometimes you need to switch to its mode to get where you need to see, but I leave it on by accident because I'm way too used to like testing things. Like when I was because you know I just did the tournament organizer. I'm just streaming like shit. I mean, to be perfectly honest, my cam work has been terrible. I need to remember to shift back. When I do tests, I do the flicker cam because I just need to see what's going on and make sure there's no bad variants and stuff. Okay, so this is the boss fleet that Nia sent. It's still under 200 DP. It has a Skathach class, Kasadari Dreadnought. Aw, thanks, Lexi Liz. I appreciate that. So Nia is predicting that Ruben will crush it. Nia, tell me another fleet to fight after this one, so that we can see it do well. Because, I mean, Ruben just made a freaking awesome fleet. So let's see. This Kasadari Dreadnought has exec drones. It's got ITU and expanded missile racks. It has Styraxes. It has Hecatons, some Pendragons, and some Swarmers, some Devastators in the back. Cool, cool, cool. I love the paint job. It really is a very beautiful ship. And this is a 60 DP Super Dreadnought. Let's see. Hey, Midtech didn't even make the tournament finals. Oh wait, no, it did. It did really well. Well, whatever. Let's see. You got some super heavy cannons on some Dominator GHs, some Hecatons, some Megara twin-linked railguns, 2 of those, and we got some more of these Kasadari Enforcers, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and we got some Kasadari Monitor GHs. So let's see. This has Stronghold Shield instead of Fortress Shield. This has the Errant Drive for the time acceleration. These have Cavalry Charge. That's fun. Oh, it lowers the armor damage when it charges forward. That's good. That's much better than Burn Drive. And Divine Might grants a short boost to ballistic energy weapon damage and dissipation and mobility. Okay, so let's see how this does against the bullshit all-powerful vanilla fleet. No mercy, vanilla fleet. And let's see. All right, camera is now in the correct mode. Great houses coming in from the south on green team. Green team, green team, green team. From the north, the one, the only, the undefeated Ruben! Okay, that's just stupid. So, Thunders are coming in. They're going to have a Thunderfield day. Just disabling. There's the Enforcer wannabes are still Enforcers and therefore kind of suck. Reapers are coming in. This is completely locked down, completely overloaded. More Reapers. That Reaper actually like curves sideways to get the shot. That was like a 9,000 IQ Reaper. But here is the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought has made an appearance. That is a lot of missiles. Is it going to be able to punch down a couple of these stupidly powerful midline ships? Hey, look, more Reapers happening over there. That's fun. So a single Hammerhead is firing with its double, you know, it's just that the ship system combines with SO so stupidly powerful. Like, it has capital grade firepower when it is right up next to something. It's really just bull. I mean, Hammerheads are balanced. And so is SO and Assault Chain Guns. All those things are all perfectly balanced. Yeah. 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 Well, let's look. The Thunders have completely disabled this ship. So Ruben has yet to lose a ship. I feel like my Moras could have done better. I want to run my Moras again. Be like, no, this fleet isn't undefeated. My Moras can do it. And then I'll run the fight like 19 times and they'll win one of the fights. And I'll be like, aha, see, I win. Because streamer, so I can do that kind of thing. Yeah, Thunder's they're really, really strong. My Ion is really strong. So there's a really good high power hit on that Centurion. But it's not enough to break the armor because damper field. I think this is gonna go down pretty fast. I think this is pretty much it. So for those of you who keep saying that Great Houses is overpowered and shouldn't be included in the tournament, well, apparently it's fine. Also, like, I should never do announcer voice or try to do it, because my throat frickin' hurts. Oh, this is just disgusting. This is just, like, utterly disgusting to watch. Like, I don't even, like... This Great House's fleet is not weak. It's just the combination of Ion plus SO. So I'll tell you the secret to beating SO Hammerheads. The secret to beating SO Hammerheads is to shoot them. And that might sound stupid, but they have incredibly high offense and only medium defense. Like, they're still a destroyer, so they're okay. But if you focus fire on an SO Hammerhead, you can flux it out and take it down. But if your weapons are disabled by thunders, that ain't happening. Alright, let me throw that fleet up against something a little less disgustingly broken. So let me throw that fleet up against... Aye. That sounds like a fun match. Yeah, let's throw this new Great Houses fleet up against Aye. Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so this is hopefully we'll get some capital on capital action. And I'm gonna get the camera in the right mode. From the south, we have this Great Houses boss fleet. It is using default variants, so like, it's not some super optimized tournament thing. But it's a good fleet. It's a good fleet. And coming from the north, we have the II fleet from Midtech. So we have Midtech versus Nia. Niatal. Does Niatal mean anything, Nia? I've always wondered that. Because it looks like it should mean something. Okay, so we have a Great Houses Enforcer versus one of these Praetorians. Oh, that was actually like a beautiful dodge. That was a gorgeous dodge. Alright, on this side you see the Solus Cannon. A single Solus Cannon shot, I think, maybe two, broke the armor. Like, 750 armor is not going to stand up to a Solus Cannon. 650 armor? Something like that? Great Houses are tweaked. They have different stuff. Caesar just took a pretty heavy hit on the side. There are those harpoons. Those harpoons that actually got shut down by the drones last time. This time they're working really well. Caesar versus this dreadnought whose name I forget. Sothach. I'm doing too much CH these days. Sothach dreadnought versus Caesar. Looks like the dreadnought is winning. Especially since it has fire support from a heavy kinetic dominator. And this is a 60 DP ship. I'm not surprised. It should be winning. But it is taking damage. It's taking a good amount of damage. And it looks like its help is actually kind of going away. Ooh, Croakia Mora's shot. Right through the shields. This is actually not going very well now. The Caesar beats this dreadnought in a one-on-one. Ooh, but here's the support. There's the support came in. This Dominator, this GH Dominator gets the MVP of support. It saves the dreadnought, and there goes the Caesar. For those of you who don't know, by the way, there's this kind of subtle doubling effect with the time system for Great Houses ships. It's really beautiful. I love the graphics. I love the trails. I love this little shadow effect that happens. Ooh, there's the overload from the Skathak. Missiles coming in. And there's the kill. Heavy HE rounds, heavy kinetic, hull-busting rounds. Let's see. So far, Nia is at 84%. Next is at 69%. Oh, this Dominator has gotten surrounded, though. It's surrounded. It's taken some nasty ion. And there's the harpoons. So the harpoons really are a big part of this fleet's firepower. That's the second fast kill we've seen from harpoons. Praetorian goes down over here, but another Praetorian has gotten the flank on the Skathak. It is backing off, though, and Sebastos is just a little mistimed. You know, it needs to go in a little bit harder, I think. but it's like, oh, but there's a 60 DP dreadnought and a cruiser and a destroyer and 2 frigates. It is a judgment call about whether to go in, and that's a hard judgment call for the AI to make. So this is actually very even. It is 59% versus 56%. The II have a surround going, but that might not be a good thing, because it means that these slow ships are not going to get flanked. They're going to kind of cover each other's backs. So the Great Houses have been pushed back, but that might work to their benefit. Oh! Gets around the shield for that nasty, nasty Solus Cannon hit. But is the Praetorian going to be punished for getting that close? There goes those Needlers. Heavy missile barrage. Oh god, that's a lot of missiles. Harpoons coming in, but the Harpoons are almost entirely stopped. They are entirely stopped by the combination of shield and point defense. Tanky destroy. Oh god, Solus Cannon hit right past the shields of that tanky frigate. It could pop at any moment, unless it can get in between these ships and vent. I think it is going to be able to. Let's see. It's still surrounded. Still surrounded. Still 59% versus 56%. But that ship is going to go down. Oh, no. No, it doesn't. It just skirts around the side. And the Dominator is able to capitalize a little bit and just land a couple hits. So we've kind of... This has turned into a bit of a standoff. Nice dodge. But it can only dodge so often, and it takes a few more hits. Ooh, brutal. Brutal long-range fire. On this side, the Praetorian is trying to get close, but it doesn't have enough shields. It doesn't have enough shields to get close enough without taking heavy damage. It gets overloaded, and where's those big shots? Oh, there's the missiles. Overloads again. It really needs these HE guns need to fire. There it goes. There are the HE guns. But just, that was poor AI capitalization. It should have had an easy kill there if it kept firing the HE guns at that Praetorian. Oh, that Praetorian goes down. Nia 59%, Neptix 49%. Despite the fact that II can push the Great Houses back, the Great Houses are better standoff duelists like this, and I think they're going to get the win. Unless something crazy happens, I think Great Houses have got this. Very close fight, though. Yeah, it could be map edge issues. I mean, basically, these big, slow, front-shielded ships are getting their flanks covered by the map edge, which is a little cheap, but, you know, it happens, unfortunately. It's a fact of life. Oh, Solus Cannons did some armor damage, but there it goes. The Praetorian is down. It's just... Oh, no, 1 Praetorian over there and 4 Sebastos is left. Over here, we have a little duel going on. The Praetorian did manage to close. It can beat these enforcers one-on-one. One-on-one, the Praetorians can do it. And here come the Harpoons. Nope. Stopped by point defense, actually. However, you know, this is something that the AI does. I'm actually going to point this out. The AI has a algorithm where it tries to put one ship, one enemy, between itself and the other enemy. And sometimes this is a bad thing. Sometimes it means you're like, come on, just fly towards the enemy. And it's trying to, like, flank around the side. But in this case, this Praetorian stopped itself from being double-teamed by using this flanking behavior. So I just wanted to point out, sometimes the AI does really good stuff, and we should, you know, be a little less harsh. Oh, a monitor. A monitor did go down over here. So the II still has some teeth left. Actually, and this Enforcer almost died from that Praetorian. Like, straight up. Oh, but shit! There is the overload. There are those high explosive rounds. Sebastos do have some toughness, but that is going to be a lot of hull damage. A lot of hull damage. Oh, that's a long overload. God, that was almost the entire hit points. Praetorian, now it's flying in and trying to save Sebastos. It was a little late. It needed to be there sooner. And you can see that all the weapons here are just disabled. A couple of them have started to come back online. Great House's Enforcer went down. Sebastos got the kill. But this Sebastos is so heavily damaged, it needs help. There's a Sebastos down. It's 1 Dominator, and the front shielded dreadnought. The front shielded dreadnought will not be able to win if it's flanked. But this Dominator is so far holding strong. This Sebastos is very low health. Ooh, CR problems on the Praetorian, because it is elite. Oh, that Praetorian's going to go down real soon. Really soon. Those high explosive rounds. There it goes down. The Praetorian is down. Sebastos overloaded again. This is really, really close. Like, much closer than I thought. When it had the surround, I thought the Great Houses were just going to be able to hold out. The II has managed to keep doing damage, but... Oh! Oh! Last second dodge! That would have been the kill. But last second... Another one. I don't think it's going to... No, there it goes. But that was good. That was, like, legitimate good dodging. Now, I don't think a Sebastos can beat these Dominators one-on-one. Especially a highly damaged Sebastos like this. And it doesn't really have very much HE damage. Yeah, there it goes. It's going to go down. It goes down. And, oh, and the Dreadnought also killed the Sebastos over here. So, you know, between the Dominator saving the Dreadnought when the Caesar was fighting the Dreadnought and the Dominator killing, like, 3 Sebastoses and a Praetorian, I'm actually going to give MVP to the Dominator. This Great House's Dominator was... This Great House's Dominator was MVP. Like, yeah, the Dreadnought probably did more work, but the Dreadnought is a 60 DP ship, and the Dominator is a 28 DP ship. So, MVPs, right here. Okay. Whew! That is, I think, all of the fleets that I got sent. And I think... I think I might call it a night or a day, because it's only like 3 freaking o'clock for me. How long have I been at this? I've been at this for 2 hours. 2 hours is a solid tournament stream. I thought that was really freaking fun. I hope people are okay with doing tournament live and, you know, me restarting the game like a whole bunch of time. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did it. Let me see if anyone's playing Starsector on Twitch right now. Let's see if there's anyone that we can just throw you guys at. Yeah, that was really fun. And thanks for everyone for coming by. Let's see. Is there anyone here that I know? No, there's actually very few people playing. I see someone the Bright Beast smuggling mango jewel pods into USA for maximum profit. Oh, hey, we got one person with 1 viewer. Element Pride, Starsector first playthrough late game. Let's raid them. If you guys don't mind, I always love raiding people, even though I don't have like a huge number of people. We got like 33. Let us give some viewers to Element Pride. There we go. So let's just go and see how a new person here. I can't like endorse them because I have like no idea. I've never watched them, but it should be fun to. It should be fun. Oh, the advice. Okay, let's see. Is everything set up for this raid? Yes, everything is set. I click the button. Let's go. Okay, and for anyone who's still watching mine, my voice is dead. I am going to sign off, and I'll upload this to YouTube later, so people will be able to watch this later. Should be fun watching me dink around with CSV files that you can't see and can only hear me narrating. All right. Bye, folks.